You start off with the Eight of Wands reversed in the overall challenge position. So right now you are facing delays. There could be miscommunication, some sort of stalled momentum where things are not moving as quickly or as clearly as you expected. Messages may be crossing, plans may be paused, but there's some sort of sense of like, why is this not taking off yet? This challenge is about lacking opportunity. It's about timing, clarity, the direction of being temporarily off, and you having to push harder right now. And this is only increasing frustration. So the core challenge is about impatience, and there's a pause. There's some sort of confusion created by slowed progress. The lesson being learned in this cycle has to do with the Temperance card here. This cycle is teaching you about balance, integration, and emotional regulation. This lesson is talking about how you don't need to rush clarity or force outcomes, but all you need to do is allow for different parts of life, like logic, emotion, action, rest, independence, connection, all to blend naturally. Temperance is saying here that this is a recalibration phase, not a punishment or failure phase, okay? The collective is learning how to move in moderation rather than extremes. So the lesson is talking about how alignment comes with harmony and not urgency. The mindset that needs to be taken right now is represented by the Four of Cups reversed. So there's a major shift in perspective that is required here. The collective needs to move out of emotional disengagement and boredom and be willing to see opportunities that were previously ignored or resisted. This mindset says to stop dismissing what's being offered, be open instead of withdrawn, and re-engage emotionally and mentally. There's something worth considering, but only if openness replaces indifference. The first step that needs to be taken is represented by the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So the first step is to stop ineffective patterns of effort. This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. So the collective is being asked to identify where energy is being wasted, to stop grinding on autopilot, and to correct misaligned effort or perfectionism. This step requires honesty about what's not producing results and a willingness to change how time and energy are being invested. The second step that needs to be taken is represented by the Hierophant. So once effort is corrected, the next step is returning to structure, values, and wisdom-based guidance. So this may include committing to ethical standards or shared values, seeking mentorship, tradition, or spiritual grounding, and choosing consistency and responsibility over impulse. So the Hierophant stabilizes what the Eight of Pentacles reversed reorganizes. So structure follows correction. So what needs to be let go of is represented by the Three of Wands reversed. So the collective must release false expectations and stalled future plans. This includes letting go of plans that are not aligned with current reality, waiting endlessly for outcomes that aren't materializing, and over-attachment to how expansion should happen. So this card is saying that some visions were based on timing or assumptions and no longer fit. So letting go creates room for redirection. The overall guidance for this spread is represented by the Lovers reversed and the Eight of Pentacles. So this pairing here is talking about a call for honest evaluations when it comes to relationships, commitments, and choices, especially where values are misaligned or decisions that have been made from dependency rather than truth. So this is talking about you committing to consistent, value-aligned effort, especially in love, work, or purpose. It's saying to choose depth over convenience, recommit to what matches your values, and build with intentions and not obligation. The guidance is emphasizing about doing the work to restore alignment, whether it means repairing something genuinely worthwhile or walking away and investing elsewhere with integrity. So the big picture here is talking about a collective cycle of slowed momentum that's meant to correct direction and not block your progress. So this message is talking about pausing, recalibrating, re-engaging, restructuring, aligning, and then recommitting with intention. So what feels stuck is actually being adjusted so that the next phase is cleaner, more honest, and more sustainable.